Today we had the Koori Obbery. It was a very special moment and an occasion we've never practiced in a long time, since white settlement. It was important to have 5 dance groups from all different areas in Victoria to show their unique style. It was a very special moment out there which made me very proud to be Indigenous. These type of concepts need to be supported annually so they can build up from the foundation to become bigger and stronger. The reason being, through traditional dance, you practice your dancing, your song, your language, also your art as well. And this is the most important concept to strengthen cultural identity in young fellas and in our own people around the state. That's why it needs to be supported, because stuff like this, it grows and gets bigger, and as you can see from the reception we got today from the crowd, people want to see this stuff. People need this stuff. Our own people need this stuff. This will close all the gaps down what our people's been struggling for 10 and 20 years going. So that's why it's important to support these programs, get behind for our young generation and strengthen cultural identity in Victoria, and showcase to everyone around Australia that Victoria's culture is still alive, it's still unique, and we're still going strong, and we're still setting the trends.
Traditional dance is integral to our culture and who we are as our identity. It strengthens our people, you know, and we use language in the song, and language again is very integral and central to our culture. It holds all that wealth of cultural knowledge, and when we dance and we're singing, the old people hear us, the country hears us, and it strengthens that country, brings that spirit through and makes us strong. And we have to continue those things because we know how the world is going, and there's lots of things, you know, the Mother Earth is upset now with all the different things, floods, you know, fires, that keeps the country healthy.
Culture is your identity, and understanding that empowers you as a person. You feel a lot more comfortable expressing yourself when you know who you are and where you're coming from.
I'd love for all our community orgs to get involved, especially in the local areas, helping those local groups out of town and in the regional areas, but also in the metro areas. We find it hard to get support, which we really want support, especially in the culture aspects of things. There's a lot of things closing the gap, always about health and violence and all that stuff, but you know, maybe they can bring it into the closing the gap about you know, cultural identity and that sort of stuff, strengthen and it will strengthen community, so it is closing the gap as well.
From my point of view, I believe that it strengthens our people, it keeps our culture alive. You know, we're a dying culture, and it keeps it spreads, like all the people, it sends the message that, our culture's still alive, and it sends a message to the younger people, and it helps us, grow as a people.
We've been doing it since we're young boys or young fellows. It's a good thing that we've been taught since young children, and it's about time that we teach our young ones now, the youngest generation. If it's before it's too late, it's up to us now, like yourself too, Roland. Before then, it's not for us boys, there'd be nothing left for us Victorians down here as well.
I'm talking about our songs and dances are ancient songs, and there's something very magical and special when you learn all that, and you can carry yourself anywhere in the world and be proud of who you are because you know your culture and you know how to express yourself.
I love representing my culture and my tribe and everybody else.
Just to pass it on to the youngs from the past.
Yeah.
Where would you love to see Koori Albury go in the future?
I like to see more tribes and more dance groups involved.
It's really important, and we, dance and gathering for ceremony, like with language, there's not a lot of resources around to enable us to come together for those important things. We have lots of other business in our community that is important too, but I think this is the most important stuff. We need to be coming together for this, and then maybe some of our other health problems and things like that are going to get better a lot quicker.
A really great way to teach the young ones is dance through dance. Like our culture is an oral culture. Instead of talking to the kids, if we teach them dance, they pick things up a lot quicker, and that's the best way to get them started when they're young, so they pick it up and they learn about their culture. So that's the way we've been taught. So hopefully we can pass that on to the young ones as well, and to get them involved. It'd be great if we can get it annually. It's been a great opportunity for us guys to all get together on a day like today, and all do some dancing throughout Victoria, and show what we can do, especially around this area in Victoria, as we know that a lot of things have been lost over the years. But if we can keep these things alive and going, it'll grow and get a lot bigger over the years if we keep it going.
Yeah, and I think it's all about cultural continuity. We're dancing today dances that we've created, and it's all about adaptation of culture. It hasn't changed. Urban Aboriginal people, as we're called, we're still doing traditional practice, and it creates who we are today and keeps it going on with our kids and teaching the kids language as well. We do on a regular basis to get their strength and their pride, and especially the young little ones that get out there and show it off. And I think we should do it more for the community. It's great doing it for the big events, but do it within communities would be fantastic.
Look, I think that we should be supported. A lot of programs for health, for justice, for all those things out there. But the art, they see it as art, but it's not. It's all encompassing of all those things, and it should be the most supported and funded thing, because to get somewhere these days, we used to old days walk there, but we have to haven't got the time to do that anymore. So I think that corroborees and that should be supported. Festivals for traditional stuff. It's good to have music and guitars and that, but let's get back to the old ways of language, because dance helps language. Language helps dance, and that helps the identity too. I think by encouraging people to get back to their own identity and dancing for themselves in their community is good, because it helps Aboriginal people stand up and be strong for who they are. So I think that these are a building block to stop that intergenerational stuff. Make us feel good about ourselves.